He's back. He's back and he's got a sore throat. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That's not very good, is it? I'm a little bit raspy today. I think I've picked up a bug from the convention. Hi, Erixia. How you doing? I am deep-voiced Shin Tzu tonight, I'm afraid. I will do my best to yap about the convention. But yes. Cue card, yes. Let me pull this down a minute. Yes, I took some business cards with me to Vexpo. Yes. I realised that whilst my voice is kind of messed up like this, it's making me inflect as though I was Merryweather, who was also present at Vexpo, threatening people with, as he says, physical violence. I tried to rickroll him. I'll get to that in a bit. So Vexpo. Vexpo is Vtuber Expo, UK. UK convention for streaming, basically, VTubing specifically. We had one last year, which I did a hand cam for as well. Didn't really get all that much, but this year they can't tell us the numbers for whatever reason. They can't tell us the numbers. Merryweather the artist Catman, he's a dog. He goes around to conventions wearing a dog head. But he was there. Sakana from Phase Connect was there as well. It's a pretty big event now, actually. Last year we had about, I think, something like 500 attendees in half a hall. This year we had a full hall, and my estimate is about 1,500 to 2,000 attendees at peak. It was really, really, really busy. It was absolutely off the hook. Hey, Loven, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Excuse me, one moment. I'm just going to go close... No, I don't need to close the window. That was just some idiot with a very loud engine outside. So yeah, I've just got back I got back about 11 o'clock this morning, I think, thereabouts. And I went down on Friday, stayed 3 nights, pretty much came straight back in the morning once I was up and awake. It was mad. You see, I've gained a new voice. Yeah, I've got a little bit of the convention crud, I think. Hang on. Sakana. He runs Phase Connect. Let me just type it in. He's the CEO of Phase Connect. So like Merryweather's the CEO of Astroline. Sakana is like Tenma and Pippa's boss, like the big boss. He was over at their booth. I didn't realise this until today, actually. So yeah, that was kind of neat. Hey Zach, how are you doing? Yeah, it was really good, thank you. Really good. I'm a little bit raspy, but we'll be okay. So yeah, badge. We got a brochure as we went in. I actually got 2 of these because I got the Akasupa badge. There was one of these in our gift bag as well. So I got 2 of these, 2 passports, and then a couple of other bits which I'll show in like a minute or 3 for you. But the badge system, last year we had wristbands and they were a huge pain in the ass. So this year we had badges, and they've got some sort of, I think it's called telemetrics in like this bit. So you could just scan the badge, and then it would do shit. It would say, hey, you've paid for this, cool, in you go. The other cool thing was, check this out. There's a map of the convention hall, and there's a schedule there as well. So if you got lost or you weren't sure what to do, you could just scan the QR code there and say, hey, this is what's going on, this is where things are. Really cool. And I mean, the brochure as well. Let me just take this badge, just put this, I guess look over here for now, that'll do. Yeah. There we go. The amazing what they can do with the boxes these days. There's always more cardboard, Erixia. There's always more cardboard. So, pretty much, the brochure is really cool as well. Like, it's this one is nearly pristine, so I intend to keep this one as a souvenir. But yeah, I mean, we've got, Collie jumps out at you straight away. The convention has very strong branding. Like, really, really strong branding, which is really helpful because it means that you can just, like, easily refer back to it. And I just realized, why the heck is that doing that? Hold on. Sorry, my stream monitor was, like, paused. That's fucking weird. Anyway. So, it gives you, you know, a bit of detail in terms of like who's helped with the artwork, who does all the graphics and stuff. Some stuff about like where did the idea for the convention come from, and really I think, like, without reading this, I know where the idea for the convention came from. It's because there was fuck all in the UK for this sort of thing, right? So Angelo pretty much puts on the Thanos glove. Angelo's the boss of Vexpo, by the way. You may know him as Vionix on the Discord, but like he just goes by Angelo like 90% of the time. He just straps on the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet and just says, "Fine, I'll do it myself." And well, him and his team then do. Like last year, like, despite being kind of on the small side, really, really good. And this year was better. So I mentioned to Yiru, who's the second in command, because she put a tweet out saying thanks to everyone. I just said to her, well, you guys made Lightning Strike twice. You know, that's impressive. A second year con, and we had a lot of people, a lot of big names there. Katie Cat was headlining the Saturday night concert. We had Matara Khan headline the Friday concert. We had some Digi-Sanji there as well, which I did not expect. So next year there might actually be cover core, Hololive, that sort of thing, which would be super, super cool. So yeah, you know, you got information about the con. You've got some details about Reloop, because they were doing quite a lot with the convention. Penny did an event with Mayoshi earlier. I'll come to that in a bit. I actually got collared to help out somewhat with Valentia's tea tasting, because poor Frosty, who's the guy who was like doing the tea brewing for her, realized, oh, I'm gonna have to get all this tea over to the NEC, and he's only got one pair of hands. And I was coming downstairs just at the right moment in the premiere room where we were both saying. So he's like, "Oh shit, can you give me a hand with this?" So because I had a backpack with like side pockets, it was a case of, all right, you know what, I'll muck in. Because I mean, I would have actually volunteered if they needed someone to do like setup and tear down, but they didn't by the time I'd applied. So it was like, you know, that's fine. You know, if I can help them out in any little way, I kind of like to, you know, anything I can do to sort of like make things a bit easier for the staff, because they are run off their fucking feet there. But no, I mean, I think the tea tasting went really well. But these guys were in the big British concert, which again we'll come to in a bit. They're all Brits, I believe, except for, I think one of them in Reloop is not British, but they kind of made a bit out of that with the advert where they had an advert saying, "Oh, proper British VTubers," and she appeared in it. Whichever the one who's not British is, and like, why am I doing this? I'm not British. It's pretty funny. All the way from Japan, it is the UK's sister nation. Excellent, yes. Yeah, they like our post boxes over there. Poster box daisuki desu. Yeah, some adverts. Globy had a big booth again. Globy are one of the sponsors for Vexpo, I believe. So you've got art stuff. You've got, what else in this book? What else? You've got the meet and greet with Ali. I had this. Sorry, I just realised that the curtain is kind of open. Yeah, you can see that much better now. Globy did not disband, no. They had something happen where they've got 5 talents who are graduating at the same time very shortly. But no, they're still going. No, I mean, Bonnie was in the opening concert. Said, "Hey, everyone, here's my first song. You will know this one." I'd never heard of it before in my life. Very funnily, Gorid or Goried, I don't know how you pronounce it, but the one who got the cursed Bonnie misprint mousepad, which looked like it had been bukakied on, he was going around in a full Bonnie cosplay, and it was amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. There were loads of good cosplayers as well. I mean, I'm not going to show the cosplayers off just because I don't know what their individual rules are on, like, what they want shown. So the default position is you just don't show it. So just take my word that stuff is good. last company that you knew that lost 5 members only had 1 person left. I mean, the thing is, with Globee, if we just go back to the page a minute, they've got a lot of members. You know, they have. I mean, what? So what's that? 14. So you know, there's still going to be 9 of them left there. I don't know exactly what's going on, but you know, it's not for me to think too hard on. You know, it's happened. It is what it is. But yeah, there's a full bit that Ellie's put in, which is really cool. See, down here, what do I say? Try and prepare a greeting if you can. Do we talk about the meet and greet now? I mean, we're on the subject, and we can leave the gaffer up there for now, I suppose. So when I did the meet and greet, which let me just grab the bits for it. Hold on. So what is it? It's this. Oh god, I pre-prepared all my stuff to make sure it was all nice and neat and easily accessible before I went live, and I just dropped it everywhere because I'm an idiot. Hold on, just give me a sec. Where's that gone? This is the problem with having a tiny little office, is that I ain't got enough desk space for all of this. Yes. I mean, while we're on the subject of the meet and greet, it's a good chance to talk about that just directly. Right. So, the meet and greet was the main thing for me. It was yesterday, between 1:30 and 2:30, I think. It started a little bit late, but you know, we've all. But basically, once again, I took this banana to Vexpo. Because, of course I did. Let me just pull up the original image. The original image is actually still my saved image. So, last year, we had this banana, right? Ellie's on a old model at that point, as you'd imagine. This was the same inflatable I took this year. It sadly died at the end of the con. I'll get back to that in a minute. So, basically, because of the fact that I had... because of the fact that I had prepared a new banana, so I had prepared a new banana, but the inflatable for that died. Like, it shat the bed. Basically, what then happened was I went in, and the instant response was, "It's back," and I just pretty much yelled out, "It's back!" And she's just bouncing behind the screen. I was, "It's back! It's back! It's back!" And, well, my Oshi kind of damaged a desk quite heavily, I fear, because I mentioned about, you know, the banana came back, she'd seen the flag. Apparently I'd walked past her multiple times with the flag, which doesn't surprise me. She's bad at OPSEC, but also quite good at being stealthy, so when I say bad at OPSEC, she doesn't hide that she is somewhere, but she's very sneaky about it. She's stealth 100. Some of the streamers who were there were not hiding at all. Like Furry Ferntail did not make any attempt to say, "I am not me." You know, she was just bouncing around on, I think, it was Sunday. But I'd prepared this, right? I prepared the Book of Goose, and this was a cult item. And I mentioned to her we had a plan on Sunday, plan yesterday, sort of 3 o'clock. We meet up at her standee, all of us attendees who are her fans, and we're going to sing a hymn. She's like, "But we're not a cult," and I was like, but we are. We've got, you know, the Bible. You know, if you see this, you're a goose, right? And inside this, this was my master stroke this year, right? Channel QR codes that go to my Oshi's channel. She found that quite funny. So that was neat, you know. It was a good reaction, and when she found out we were going to go and sing Combine Harvested by the Wurzels as our whole fan meetup was just, we go to the standee, we sing Combine Harvested by the Wurzels, and that was the event, that was it, and someone's taking a video of it. I'm dreadfully afraid it's going to wind up on a stream somewhere. I mean, the tickets this year, you know, it's not just a piece of paper, it's an actual, full-on ticket, which is really cool. Got some advertising on the back. Fireshine Games, I think she did some testing for them recently. But the other thing that Ellie did was she actually prepared gift bags for everyone who went into her meet and greet, right? So it was like a gacha. Massey Chu, I think, got the one of the SSR ones. Vei Song, one of my mates, got another SSR pull. So what I got the wooden charm, I think we call this. I don't know what the exact name for this is, but I got the Stanana, which is perfect because I am one of the 3 Stananas. I also got the keychain that says EP. Yep, this is handmade, by the way. So these were like, actually she made these on stream, which was super cool. So it's like one of a kind merch. And then I got this bracelet, which unfortunately the wire has frayed out a little bit because my wrists are gigantic. It didn't fit me very well because I have really stupidly thick wrists. Just as not stinky, which is, you know, again, very cool. I can tell my wife later I'm not stinky. Came in this lovely little gift bag as well. Yeah. Really cute. Really cute. Let's put the gift bag over here for a minute. The other thing we got as part of the meet and greet was a pen plotter. And because I brought cult stuff, mine got signed as not a cult, ? We may possibly be a cult. I don't want to say we're definitely a cult. We might be a cult. Okay. But as well as that, at the meet. Oh, my model kind of lost all visibility for a second there. Let me just redo my tracking. I think because I stood up, my tracking's a bit weird because of my angle tonight, so I just need to be kind of on top of like redoing it for now. I just realized I didn't put tits on. Hold on. Let me put my tits on. Hang on. I've forgotten how to be a streamer whilst I've been away. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm very, very terribly sorry. There we go. Right. Okay. So yeah, the other things in the booklet. Oops. There's a Vexpo word search. There's some, you know, stuff from some adverts. Oh, Aniwaza came over and they were doing like Watergate. So like, you know, like the dancing with the pen lights. They did that on the opening concert, but then they had a workshop on the Saturday, like teaching people how to do it, because like it's not just randomly waving the sticks around. Like there is a skill to it. I don't really know what other word to use. You know, like I was going to say a talent to it, but I think a skill to it is the better description. Because obviously you're swinging your arms around a lot, and there's a lot of coordination involved with it, especially if you're doing it with other people to like coordinate where the lights are going. So that was very cool to watch. There's a few bits here from. I think this would be an advert for an agency who I should probably check some of these guys out. Although I remember Sayu, so I guess that she's like come into a group of people. Method to the Madness, exactly, Zach, exactly. There's stuff around the NEC saying here's where to go to get food and stuff, which is really good because last year was kind of a nightmare to find out about that. But yeah, just, you know, some other stuff. Here's what's on. Really comprehensive little booklet. And this, the big British concert, right? Featuring Kuro, Bin Benbos, Serba, Ellie, Rem Kaneshibari from V4 Mirai, Echo Mori, the Bat. I think is that pronounced Shulan Long? Reloop, and then Penny Puffles. That's Penny. She's one of the organisers. So Penny and Ellie set this up. And I know for a solid fact that Ellie probably spent like a good few months absolutely checking pants over this. I mean, I get it. I would be nervous if I had to set something like that up as well, but it was absolutely packed. It was really, really, really busy. Like, there wasn't a spare seat left for this. It was basically like British karaoke. You know, British pub karaoke. Oasis. Come On Eileen was there. I can't remember what the band was called. Sweet Caroline. All that sort of stuff. All those songs that, like, I really dislike the songs, but being performed by you know, streamers that I enjoy. Just like I can get in on this. You know, I can get in on this. I can enjoy that. But yeah, I mean, bring your voices, bring your pen lights. I couldn't bring my voice because, as you can hear, mine is kind of fucked. Pen lights, I did bring. I actually had to pick these up because my pen lights died. So I had to buy the premium limited Vexpo merch ones featuring Collie Woolchaser armpits. These actually are really cool though. I mean, they were expensive. They were 25 quid each, right? But they are really good quality. Like the other ones I had, the problem was the battery connectors, after they've been in my backpack for about a day, stopped working. Pathetic. Didn't even get to use them for a full concert at all. Whereas these, they've got the selectors, so you can press both those side buttons to go for color switch. If I turn this one on, this is the yellow one. Yes. So you can, like, you know, you can choose which color you want to go to before you switch to it. Turn that one off, and this one is on purple. Yeah, purple. But yeah, I mean, they're very cool. I mean, my arms still hurt from the light stick waving. My arms are still in a lot of pain, I'm afraid to say. So the concert absolutely popped off. Let me just put these. I'll put these over here. There we go. So because I was one of the first 100 in there, and I beelined to this because I knew that this was going to be a thing. But the first 100 people there got some limited merchandise, and well, I have to say, I'm a big fan of the limited merchandise that we got. I'm a big fan of them. I'm sorry. If you believe that I'm sorry, then you're a fool. Yeah, we got there was a fan. There were... Oh, where have they gone now? Everything's fallen over. God damn it. We got these lovely Elia branded tissues. Yep, so if I feel like having a cry, my Oshi can comfort and console me. Let me just grab these bits off the floor real quick. You can't see me, you can't see me. So yeah, we got those. There is some other merch from this. But I mean, the concert was really... The concert was really good. Like, I've never seen someone make music that I dislike as enjoyable as it was. I'm a real asshole when it comes to what music I listen to. Like, I like what I like, and I don't like other stuff. But, yeah, when you hear a song that you're not actually that fond of, and Yoshi sings it, it's like, actually, that's pretty good. You know, I can definitely make some exceptions there. Let me just see if I can find the merch set from this as well. Yeah, here we go. So the first thing I got was the keychain. So there's a keychain with a lanyard. So you've got, you had a Penny one, you had an Ellie one. So I got the Ellie one because I'm not that familiar with Penny stuff really. So Ellie's the one that I follow. There was something else, wasn't there? Oh, yeah. There's this as well. So there was a like a wristband as well, which has both of them on there. Pretty cool. There's a postcard, is there not? What's that about? I think it's up there. I'm really disorganised with how I've put this together. I should have actually like stacked all of this up together really, but I'm not because I'm really dumb. Put that there for a sec. That's just something that I've already kind of shown off. Is the spare copy. The spare copy, right? I stole your joke, you son of a... Yes, I did. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. And if you believe that I'm sorry, then again, you are somewhat of a silly belly. Ah, here we go. Yeah, so the other thing was... this isn't from the limited merch set. The limited merch set was like, oh, wow, my tracking is like really gone doolally tap there. There was a postcard, perfect size for framing. The pen plotter is also the same size, so it's like frameable. That's a really nice artwork, you know. That's really cool. I like that. I mean, of course I like it. Miyoshi's on it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, you know, there's a couple of stickers in here somewhere. I think, yeah, those are actually here. The stickers are here. Being British means never have to apologise. Just teasing. No, we have to apologise for being British. It's kind of a thing, I'm afraid, Zach. Yeah, I mean you've got this sticker here, Big British Concert. You've got the Penny Puffball sticker. I keep on holding things upside down. I need to remember my hand cam's actually the right way up now. So you've got Penny Puffball there. You've got Ellie as well. You know, same as the keyring. Hey, Sans, it was absolutely mental. My voice is shot to shit right now because of Expo, but it was really, really, really good. It was absolutely nuts. I had such a great time. They somehow made it better than last year, which is impressive, really. So yeah, I mean, the concert was... I hope they do something similar to this again. There was one bit which was kind of traumatic, which was... It was all British karaoke songs. Rin Penrose comes on, John Vtuber herself, starts singing Cruel Angel's Thesis, and we're like... That's not British, but okay, you know, we're at a weeb convention. We can kind of, yeah, we can roll with this. This is fine. It's a bit off-brand, but this is fine. And then when it got to the point where it's like, and it gets to the bit where the first verse comes in, she fucking rickrolled us, the prick. John VTuber, you're a wanker, a genius, but a wanker. I think she was actually there in person as well, you know. I mean, I'd heard that she was. I've got no clue. I don't know what any of them look like in person, nor have I interest to. But if I could, I would have, you know, told her that she was a wanker for doing that. It was genius, though. I mean, I rickrolled the convention on the queue for the entrance, so, you know, I can't really complain too much. So the other thing we've got here, last page, look, it's a Vexpo, and you've got the soy jack faces. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, the floor plan as well, so let me just pull this up so you can see it a little bit better. So, I mean, the floor plan, as you can see, entire con hall, you know, you go in, face connects immediately in front of you. You've got Kawa Entertainment just behind them. You've got a bunch of booths selling merch and stuff. The Artist Alley was really big. The Artist Alley was about twice the size of last year. Three different areas for panels, 2 stages. Globy had their own sort of like stage area as well. So, you know, Phase Connect and a couple of the other agencies also did. So that, I mean, that was, you know, really, 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 really cool. So we'll just pop this over here for now. I mentioned about Kawa. So Kawa, I got some limited merch from, but this was like actually off-Kai stock, which they hadn't been able to sell, and they brought over to get a shot of it. And that means I now have my own Stanana, my own Starling. I'm going to do something scandalous right here on YouTube and Twitch.tv, right? I'm going to do this, and you know, there is no war in Ba Sing Se. They love each other now. Look away. Yeah, the mascots have been smooching, but that they also I don't know if you can hear that. Hold on. Where's the squeak? There we go. Can you hear that? They got squeakers, which is pretty funny. The other thing from Kawa that I got was they had these as well. So this is the limited off-Kai standee. So if you look at the bottom, it's actually reversed on the bottom. So I'll have to kind of try and hold it like that. It's off-Kai Expo 2025. But yeah, you know, limited merchandise. Very cool. Very cool. They had the Pixel keychain, right? Pixel keychain. I also got a Pixel keychain of Miss Dia Fortuna of Independent. I realized I didn't show you guys the second banana and all that, but let me just pull the image back up so I'm thinking about it, right? So this was, I've blurred my face out for obvious reasons, but this was in the meet and greet. So this banana came in, but the cult book, like the reaction I got to that, like the amount of time she slapped that desk, I'm surprised that no one from security went in to check on her, make sure she was all right. Nah, that's pretty good, going back to Kawa, so what else? They had as well the not a goose hat. So now I actually needed a new hat. I actually needed this. This is practical merchandise that I had need of. So again, that's very cool. Couple of ribbons and things. So took one of those on. I've got, where's it gone? Trying to find it. Hold on. Oh, I keep on losing things. It's very sad. It makes me just want to attack myself with, as before, physical violence. But we bought. I'm not quite sure what that ribbon's got to. It's in the pile somewhere, so it'll no doubt jump out at me later. So we had, as well as like all the Kawa stuff, there's like Artist Alley. So of course I went to visit Moog-san. We stand Moog in this house. Moog had an interesting experience this year. So, excuse me. So last year, right, Moog had a very well publicized moment where they had the roving iPads, and Ami Amami was going around on one, and Moog was over doing something away from her stall, and her mum messages her and says, one of those cartoons on an iPad's here to see you, and they've asked for you by name. And she absolutely belted on over. And the person who opened up this year's the opening concert on Friday night is the person who used to be Ami Amami. They've kind of reincarnated as Phoebe-chan now, but they do like 2.5D stuff so they can actually be out on stage and like combine the two things. Hold on. Sorry, I'm a bit gassy today. And basically, as you can imagine, they went to see her in person, which I think may have inspired a modicum of panic, but I mean, yeah, it's the first thing I'd asked Moog when I went over to her booth on a Sunday evening when things were starting to wind down was, did Phoebe come over to see you? She's like, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I also got some stickers from Moog. There were some bits that she was going to bring, which actually the order had some sort of problem with, so I need to keep an eye out when her store goes live. But yeah, I picked up a Collie Woolchaser sticker. We got, again, a sticker of Miss Dyer. There's also a like keychain of this one coming, which I want to get. And then got thrown in another little Moog inside the ice cream bowl. Everyone's favourite ice cream alien. Yes, yes. What should I show you guys next? So I mentioned about the opening concert. So we had, again, very nice ticket for that. So the running order is kind of there, but not in fact, not even at all. So like Phoebe-chan, as I recall, opened the concert with no, it was Aniwaza opened it with some Wotage, and then Phoebe did her part, but she had like Aniwaza up on stage with her for a couple of bits. I was really impressed with her performance actually, because the thing with what she was doing, she couldn't obviously do her VTubing part live, so she'd had to pre-record that, but the way she was doing it was like interacting between her on stage and the character up on the screen, and to be able to do that without missing a beat is really impressive. Like, there were no awkward she says something to the character up on the screen, they just respond immediately, and there was no awkward pause or anything, but it was all her. So nuts, mental, really, really good though. Really enjoyed it. So I mean, there was Hiwa Mari from France did a few songs. Miura Celesta did the opening from Spice and Wolf, which I was very, very happy with. So I was really hoping that we were going to hear that song at some point from someone in some capacity, and my wish was granted. Chef Kiss, 10 out of 10. There was a bit from Bonnie and Reina Ronea from Globy. So Bonnie did 3 songs, Reina did a couple, and then they had like a duet together. There was 3 from V4 Mirai, so Ko Maria, Dr. Nova, Rem Kaneshibari. They had like a song each, and then they did like a Hang on, what do you call it when you've got like 3 performers? Not a triplet, it's not a triplet. So you got like a duo, a trio. That's the one. Yeah. I'm not caffeinated enough, even close to enough today. So they were really good. Jelly, Hoshimi, and Komachi Panko had a few songs each, and then Matara Khan comes out, and she's just like, oh, look at these silly Brits. I'm going to give them back pain. And she did a half-hour set of Dad Rock. It was very good, don't get me wrong. Really, really, really good, and I enjoyed it. It was all Dad Rock. It was all stuff I knew. And by the end of it, my back was very painful. So give me a second. Just have a swig of my drink. Yes. Matara Khan is the... Excuse me. Sorry, my throat's a bit bollocks. Matara Khan is the cannibal cockroach. Hiroshi is a dead fox mother. If you know, you know, right? No, I mean the opening concert was again really good, and it was actually a lot higher budget as well this year. So like last year, there was a lot of scuff. We didn't mind. But it was very basic in the sense you had a performer on a screen, they had a background, and really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. But at the same time, it was like... the dead fox that we're thinking of, Erixia, is called Nina Kosaka, if that should help you at all. She's not very subtle about this sort of stuff. But I mean, the opening concert last year, don't get me wrong, it went very, very, very hard. But this year, because they had more budget and they were able to get more agencies in, like, obviously quite a bit of it was pre-recorded. You know, that's the nature of the beast. But V4 Mirai, for example, their bit was really obviously pre-recorded, not live. But they actually, like, they bust out the 3D mocap suits for it. So all of them were in the 3D models. The production value on that was really, really high. And, you know, just generally, it was just a really impressive opening concert. And then the next concert, this actually had a bit of scuff. So Idle Anarchy was the premium concert, and it was metal. It was, well, I say metal, it was mostly rock, and then Katie came out on stage, and we got 5 blech. I can't do a proper blech because of my throat right now, but we had 5 of them, and it was fucking amazing. So Idle Anarchy was Isakorva opening. She mostly did sort of like, rock, alternative rock, I would say. Enjoyed her set quite a lot. Roka Rorin from, she's from Chroma Shift, I think. Hey, Andy, how we going, man? Look, it's me. It's me. I've even got a little butt. Look at my butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Roka, I think, is from... is she from... Hang on, I'm just going to have a look at which agency she's with. I'm sure it's the one that used to be Idol. Let's see. Yeah, Chroma Shift. So Chroma Shift used to be Idol Corp. Hold on again. That was Nuclear. Usan, unnamed. So you probably, if you know about Usan, they are just a very, 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 very powerful singer. Like, they have a very strong voice. I wasn't familiar with them until this, but like, yeah, they were doing sort of like weeb songs that were kind of like rocky weeb songs, like you know how you get anime openings and they're quite heavy. Usan was doing that sort of thing, and then Casey was just deathcore. Like, I mean, I say just deathcore as yeah, it's not a bad thing at all, but like that was all the set contained. It was just like very, very, very heavy stuff. But she also had like performance videos behind her, but she actually was in person there, and she came up on stage with a microphone, you know, and she, you know, I was close enough to the front of the stage that I did not need to have her have the microphone to her mouth to be able to hear the volume of those screams. It was, you know, it was a... I mean, I love heavy music, and having a heavy music as like the headline concert was mad. There were loads of concerts as well. I mean, I had 3 over the weekend, and I only went to about like I think a third of the ones they had on, because they had something daft like 8 or 9 concerts across the weekend. It was mental. what else did I get? Let's have a look at some merch, shall we? So we've got. Oh, this was the hymn book. The hymn book that we did for the Goose Cult, mate. Ye Holy Hymn Book of the Cult of the Goose. Now, don't tell Ellie. I know she won't see this video because I'm small and insignificant, and that's how things should be. But we sent letters to her through Kawa. Just letters of like, hey, you're cool. We like you. Keep doing what you're doing. I slipped one of these in here, so she's going to open this, and she's going to see Ye Holy Hymn Book of the Cult of the Goose, and it's just the lyrics to Combine Harvester by the Wurzels. I went all in on this year. I went absolutely ham. So other merch I got. We got these from Dinarine. Dinarine is really cool. Making happy little art as their tagline, but I really like their stuff. I've bought from them before. Always a good time. So we've got this lovely little... this is actually a pin. This is a badge. So we've got the Ellie badge. We've got... hang on, I need to actually get this out of the packet. We've got another little standee with a nice little base. Yeah. So yeah, it's the standee of the pin badge art. So yeah, that's nice. It's just cute little art. I like it. I got this was from Yiru. So let me just pull. I've got a business card for Dinarine actually. So before I show you Yiru's thing, that's Dinarine's business card. There we go. I'm just going to leave the QR code up there for a second, just like if someone's watching the VOD and they can scan that there. I recommend like checking their stuff out. Their store was really cool. Then this is Yiru's one, and this is I only got this keychain just because I was pretty much just out for the Ellie stuff this year, as you can imagine. But that's really cool, Nice cute little artwork we got. I bet not be the reason Kawa stops delivering stuff. No, absolutely not. So one thing that Kawa were very strict on was they will vet anything that's going over. Like anything that's being donated to any talent that they are accepting gifts for, they vet it before they send it. If there's anything untoward at all, it doesn't go. And if it's got your name on it, you're probably getting a black spot against your name for the rest of your days in the community. But there's absolutely no. Mine was pretty much just a nice little letter saying, "Hey, you're neat. Keep doing what you're doing." It was something to that effect. I don't remember exactly what it was that I said, but yeah, Kawa are really they're really good folk. They actually did a raffle. I won something from that raffle. Where have I put it? It was over here, wasn't it? Is it this one? No, it's not that one. It's this one. So Kawa did a raffle at the end of the Sunday, and it was basically anything that if you bought something off of them for a certain value, you would get a ticket, and that would be drawn. You could take a pic of like a big standee or something like that. And the big standees that I wanted, so for Ellie and for Miss Dyer, they had gone by the time my name was called. So I've actually got a signed Merryweather Media card, which is pretty cool. It's from V Royale, which is like VTuber themed game that Kawa are involved. It's actually the pixel art, something they run. But yeah, I mean, I thought that'd be neat, so I've got that. I got gifted some Hololive trading cards from Ren. Ren is the guy who gifted Ellie the giant goose plushie. I helped him out with it a bit, but I'm not going to take any credit for any of like the setup for this. All I did was kind of accommodate what he wanted to do, because he's from Italy, and getting all that shit over from there to here would have been a nightmare for him. So I just kind of said, use my address or send me the money on PayPal and we'll prime it to me, right? We'll just get it sent by like Amazon to me. And that's what we did. So he gifted Ellie the 2-meter tall giant goose plush, which is mad. I don't know how we've managed to do that, but the community has given her the giant goose plush. So yeah, let's open these. Actually, I've never done a card opening on stream before. I've never done that before, Where's the opening? I see, it's here. Okay, watch as I get like an SSR Watame armpit art. Okay, what do we got? Let's have a look. I'm opening this. Ah! There used to be an agency, now they seem to be pretty good coordinators. Yeah, I think I remember that there used to be an agency. Kala Entertainment, wasn't it? I actually use their scheduling studio every week. Every single week I use their scheduling studio for, like, you know, my schedule tweets. That's them. Hold on a minute. Kala Entertainment Talents. Let's have a look. Hey there, Yuzu. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's have a look. Alumni. So Kawa had Hunikin. Oh, Pia P used to work under them. Okay. Yeah, I met Pia. I didn't get a picture of it, but I menaced her with my banana. This is a sentence you're gonna get very used to. Oh, and Kurumi and Lucian was with them as well. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I see. But yeah, Kawa are very good eggs, and they were so gracious about everything. Like, I had a particular request I needed to make of them, and they just did not ask any questions. It's just like, yep, okay, we understand. You know, that's fine. We will assist you with this. And I fervently hope they're back for the next Vexpo. I think that, quite frankly, Vexpo staff, if you don't get Kawa back next year, it's kind of silly. Okay, kind of silly. Excuse me. So let's see what Hololive cards we got in this pack, huh? Never done a live card opening before. We got, I think that one's like, I think that's going to be an SSR or something. So we've got Azki. Okay. We've got, that's Louis, isn't it? The name's in Japanese, so I can't quite read it very well. But that's, yeah, the dancing. We've got a Moon. Oh, there is a Moon there. Oh, Masichu brought a friend cosplay. Like, when I say a friend cosplay, he brought like a plastic tent frame of some sort, and he put like a sackcloth over it with eye slots. He almost ran Elia over in it. He didn't realise until he had his meet and greet. She said, yeah, he almost ran me over with the friend cosplay. It was amazing. I was like, at first I saw him wandering around with the bars. I was like, what the fuck are you doing with all that? I didn't speak to him at that point because he was like distant enough to me. I was like, you know what? I'm carrying around a giant banana. I shouldn't question this. But he basically put a friend over the top of it. Let me see if I can find a picture of that. Hold on. Let me just get Twister up a minute. I want to see if there's any Vexpo friend cosplay. I don't see one. Let me check. Right, I'll check Discord then. We'll check Discord real quick. Hold on. Vexpo. Matty friend. No, I don't know if there's any pictures of it, but if you imagine friend, the mascot there, but like human sized, it was absolutely nuts. Like, again, a top effort. I'm really glad that people just went in on like making really stupid props this year, because there was a Vexoria the Sun Eater battle standard as well. Loads of people had Eater flags. Loads of people had really silly props, and like, I'm never going to take credit for that. I'm never going to take credit for being the originator of silly props, because I'm not. Like, Eater flags, Maddie was not the originator herself. She's the one who popularized them, but like, that's where all that came from. And I mean, maybe I've influenced people to bring silly props to some degree, but, you know, I feel like it's big-headed to say, oh, yeah, that's all because of me, you know. It's like, no, I think we all kind of share one brain cell, is the way I'd look at it. So, let's go back to these cards. We've got Mooms, right? We've got a crony with, oh, yes, we've got some armpit there. Yes. Okay, yes. We've got Fauna's third cat. Okay, Fauna's cat. Oh, is that? Is that CC? Lunch break's over. No worries, Zach. You take care, all right? Erixia, help me out, or Sans, help me out. One of you guys. Who are we looking at here? Is this from one of the new gens that I've not kept up with, or is this? It's not. No, there's no green in the hair. It can't be CC, can it? Does it say? It doesn't say in English. That's the problem. I can't read Japanese. No. Oh my god, it's Noelle. Do you know why I didn't think of Noelle? Do you know why I did not think it was Noelle? Because they're holding a sword, and Noelle's thing is that she has a hammer. Like she doesn't, you know, she has a hammer, not or a mace or something like that. She has a blunt weapon, not a bladed weapon. I got debated by the weapon. Right? No, that's fine. I know then. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then we've got Sweet Say. Yes. No, Noelle's from the Japanese branch. Yeah. And this is a heart card. Ah, okay. So yeah, that was from Ren. Thank you, Ren. Very cool, very cool. Does Noelle have a hat? Let me have a look. I don't think she normally does. Shirogane Noelle. Let's have a look. I'm just going. Oh yeah, no, you're right. It is. It Blooming Radiance Shirogane Noelle. But yeah, no, that it is her. She does in that costume. She has 7 outfits by now. Yeah, I mean most of the ones from Japan do, you know. What else? I mean, we're coming to the end of the merch, so I picked up this as well from Denari, and I forgot to mention it's a Pokemon Gacha pin, and I got. Let's just pull it out. Give me a second. Come on. It's time for hatching. I got this awesome little Chikorita pin. Very cute. It was a gacha, so there was like, they're all sealed, and you just buy them, and then it's like, okay, so, you know, you can't see what you're going to get at all. You know, it's just completely randomized. Other than that, merch-wise, everything else I've got is mostly like business cards. So I'll come to those. I'll come to the like cards in a second because they're quite fun. But we've also got these here, the prints. So do you guys want to see the best gold ship art that you are ever going to see from a Musume? Do you guys want to see the best art of gold ship ever? Do you want to see that? Do you want to see it? Do you want to see some really spicy Golshi? Yes, you do. Okay, here it comes. Da, 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 da. It's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely phenomenal. This is by Drowsy. Massive. Yeah, I'm framing this and putting it up in my office. I'm not even joking. It's gonna go on my wall. I'll put this back over here for now. So I also then got this one of Aggie T, right? Yep. So that's pretty cool. I like this. This is neat. This is definitely neat. And then it turned out they had an offer on where if you bought 2 prints, you get 2 free. So I also picked up Rice Shower, but she's getting ready to stab because I was in Birmingham and that's kind of par for the course there. And then I got this of Nimi because I was like, well, you know what? I haven't got a Nimi art anyway yet. Let's get one. Be neat. There we go. And then business cards, the only other thing I've really got to... Oh, no, I have got 2 other things to show you. They're on my lap, which is why I forgot about them, and also because I'm stupid. Takian, yes, Kale. So sad that Vexpo's in Birmingham. I know, right? Yeah. Chat, this is so sad. Play Despacito. Despacito. I'm going to eat a pack of Cheetos. I don't know the lyrics to Despacito. I'm going to sit down on a Ceto, and then I'm going to beat my Mito. Anyway, moving on. Yes, Aggie T, Kale. Aggie T has arrived to bless us. The bits that are on my lap, I'm going to get these out of the way now. As part of the merch bundle, as an Aka, you also got this neat little... I say little, it's pretty freaking big, actually. You got this tote bag, Collie, and one of the cameo sheep, which is the Vexpo mascot's mascot. So yeah, that was actually useful. Like, Would I say that Vexpo's worth checking out as an international visitor? Nerrick was here, Kale. Nerrick came over. I was hanging out with him. I don't think Nerrick had mentioned this in Rancord, but he was over. We were hanging. It was fucking excellent. Yeah. So Nerrick had a blast. My mate Vay Song from Netherlands came over as well, and then a bunch of people actually came over from the continent. So we also had people over from Canada, from the US. Someone came over from Japan, I think, Singapore as well. I put Taco and Randon on the Wall of Hags. Considering going next year, yeah, absolutely. If you do, tell me. I mean, you're gonna struggle to miss me because of this banana. But you know, if you do come over for next year's Vexpo, absolutely let me know. Hang on, I need to fart. Give me a second. Oh. Old man moaning. So yeah, the tote bag is really cool. I mean, the Akasupa ticket is expensive. Can you eat the banana? Do not the banana. Do not the banana. I need it as it's a cult artifact. The banana actually died, and I'm going to come to that in a minute as well. So that was kind of sad, but yeah, the tote bag as the Akasupa kind of like limited merch was really good, because the thing is, when you're at a con, you're carrying so much shit around that having a bag given to you as part of like the merch bundle is an absolute blessing. The Akasupa ticket is like 165 quid this year, so it was expensive, but I tell you what, for the early entry and all the stuff that you get for it, I'd say that you get your money's worth. Because like the other thing that I got from that by default was the t-shirt. Now I can't really show this very easily because there's so much on it, but there's so much stuff on here, right? So many so many VTubers that are named on it. Ellie's up here. Bria Cookie Box. Oh no, I'm gonna have to talk about that, aren't I? Okay, so I don't know if she's gonna put this out on SoundCloud or what, but hopefully it'll stay strong till next Vexpo. That is actually that banana is dead, but thankfully the inflatable component only costs like 7 quid each, so it's very easy for me to just do a new one. I did actually have a new inflatable, but the inflatable that was new had already like died somehow. I guess it was defective, but it just wouldn't inflate, so what can you do, huh? Hey, Hades, how you doing? That explains the lack of streams. Yes, exactly. The con went really, 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 really well. I'm just kind of going over the stuff I got. So we've kind of, we've got onto like business cards and stuff now, haven't we? Hold on a minute. Sticker's just fallen down. I'm just going to get all of these in one go, and I'm going to talk about what Bria Cookie Box made me do as well. She was there in person, but I don't know what she looks like, so I couldn't tell you who she was, but I got a couple of cards for attending her panel. These are from some sort... I think these are Magic the Gathering cards. So Bree, VTuber, and Rigger, and then Bree, the Magical Pixie Bunny. So to read these cards' effects... the Bree, VTuber, and Rigger, when she enters the battlefield, for each opponent, you create a VTuber artifact token with no abilities. I don't know what half of this means. A Planeswalker. Okay, so there's a Planeswalker card, right? Planeswalker. Oh no, I see. So legendary artifact creature, and then a legendary Planeswalker. So if you guys know what that means, then fine. But she had a panel called Vexpo Made Me Change the Panel Name. And we had no idea what we were getting into, so it's like we went to it. It's like, all right, we'll bowl. Why not? It'll be fun. And then she locks us in the room and says, this is a music panel. And we're like, okay, where's the music? And she's like, you're going to be making it. What? She basically had us making noises and recorded those noises and turned it into a hip-hop song about Birmingham, which hopefully is going to go on SoundCloud soon. Hopefully that's going to be on SoundCloud soon. So let's have a quick sip. I got this sticker. Not sure who this is of. Someone just handed it to me. It's cute. I'd like to find out who the character is. Or who the VTuber is, depending. I got this from Rainzest. Rainzest was in the queue on Saturday. They, I think, had come over from, I think, Switzerland, they said. I'm sure they said Switzerland. So, yeah, that was neat. That was definitely neat. This was something from... This is one of the ribbons that we got to do with Wotegay. You've done Magic the Gathering on us since 2009. Your desk is covered in cards. I don't envy that. I don't envy that at all. This is... Is this Haniwaza? No, this is Neon Shrine. This is something to do with glow sticks. Neon Shrine actually do custom Happy, so we're thinking about like commissioning an Ellie Happy for next year as like a community. That would be absolutely sick. Like imagine we want to rock up to the meet and greet, we're all just wearing a Happy of her. Amazing. Got another card from Kiki. I didn't see her very much. I only saw her like on the entrance. You love Neon Shrine. Oh, you rate them. If right, okay, Kale. If you're vouching for them, that's excellent because that actually gives me something to go on. That gives me something. That gives me a trusted word that I can actually like take to the guys about this. So, that's Kiki Cozy Calico. I hung out with her a bit more last year, but I only saw her like once this year. But you have some of this stuff. Oh, the local. Oh, sick. Excellent. Oh, that's a Japanese song. The catchphrase of it. See, the only Japanese catchphrase I know from a song is. Tomodachi. Umapioi. We've got a business card from Drowsy for the illustrations. Pretty cool. This is Cole VT. So Cole was with Cole was hanging out with Kiki when I met them. So that's for them. This is Princess Ducky. I had to just read things, like my eyes aren't great these days, but yeah, got a card for them with again some channel links. We've got this sticker here. I have no clue who or what this is. Like I'm working on the assumption that this is Gavis Battle. And that's what I'm going to assume until I'm told otherwise. It looks like Gavis Battle. That's all I can say. I tell you something that actually upset me a little bit. It's kind of my own fault for not checking Twitter, but one of my streamer umps was at the Waifu West booth. I could have gone to like meet her and say hi. So that kind of sucked. I was queuing for a meet and greet at the time, so wasn't meant to be, I guess, huh? I picked up this as well for Kawaii Cloud Tattoo, just because like weeb themed tattoos. They're at Redditch as well, which is not that far away. Where is Redditch? Hold on. I'm sure Redditch is just down the road. Hang on. Or it might be a bit further up the road. Redditch is Redditch is in Worcestershire. It's quite a way away, actually. How far away is that to me? Hold on. Oh, it's just on the other side of Birmingham, so it's not a massive distance away. It's just kind of like a bit of a schlep. Okay, I understand. I got this as well, which is this is Wes's card. So Wesley DM from Iris Cord. He's the CEO of Iris, as far as I understand. He does the Hollow Fans booth at Dokami. Nice guy. I reminded him this year that he asked if I remembered him. And I was like, yeah, we were worshipping Angelo at the Sky Bar, and he just said never speak about that again. This I feel like this is something to do with Astroline. I don't recognize this. I found it in my merch bag, and it's like, well, is this Astroline? Hold on. I want to see Astroline bookmark. I don't know what that is. I mean, it looks like they're sort of like branding in terms of like where like the lines and stuff are, but I genuinely don't know. I mean, you know what? Whatever it is, it's neat. And then this is the business card of the Throbbing Wizard. You get one free wish, but on the back it comes with a warning saying, be careful what you wish for. Remember the monkey's paw. He was nuts. He won the Doki Bird Standee. And the Doki Bird Standee was, I think he paid just under 800 quid for it. So, you know, it's a pretty significant sum overall. And he was nuts. Like, I spent a lot of the con just kind of like shouting with him at stuff. Oh, no, there is one more thing I got. The final thing I've got to show you is this, which is given to me as a gift by Zuzk, which is an LE card. So, you know, again, another card emoji from Vtuber Valhalla, which is some sort of card game I think he's developed. I'm sure that I'm sure that Arik has also done some stuff in that regard. Like, it's a different game that Arik's developed, but like there's something he's got which is like similar, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'll show you a couple of photos now as well, like what I can show you. So in terms of my stuff, I've shown you the one me meeting LA. I am also, to my knowledge, I am the only VTuber who has menaced Mint Phantom with gargantuan fruit. Right? She was doing an event with Maids of England. So Moe Live, Maids of England. And at one point, one of the maids was wheeling her around on an iPad. And I happened to be passing by. And I just leaned over. You know, there was no one there. I just leaned over and said, banana. And she didn't know how to react. She was, oh my God, what is this? I was like, it's this banana. But I mean, you can see the size of this prop. I'm 6'3". I'm 190 centimeters tall. Look at this thing. You're about to ask, then you remember the banana? Yeah, if I ever mention that I'm menacing someone with fruit, it's the banana. All right? Yeah, that's what that is. If I'm menacing with fruit, it's the banana. So Mint got menaced. That was pretty neat. Yeah, we just kind of talked about the banana. I mentioned it's to do with cult stuff. She was perturbed, as you'd imagine, but it's pretty funny. Let's put that away. Oop. You sure you can see the banana from around the con? The amount of pings I got on Friday and Saturday in the queues when people like, we can see the banana, or what's going on with the banana, and people tagging me like it's this guy. It was very funny. Like the thing is, like, it's kind of become a fixture now. It's my bit for Vexpo. So any Vexpo that I'm at, you can reliably expect I will be lugging that banana around. It's a pain in the ass. I think what happened is, let me pull the image back up. So you can probably see it straining a bit there. The puncture came in just around here at the top. And I think what's happened is either someone's caught it at the very end of the Sunday, or you can see it's very, very inflated. It's straining a bit. I wonder if I overinflated it and I kind of overcompensated ever so slightly. So, not ideal. The only other picture I've got to show, because I didn't really take all that many, was when I met Miss Dyer, which, just pull this up here. I'm just gonna slap this, like, yeah, that'll do. So she had a meet and greet with Kawa, Dyer Fortuna of, again, Independent. She used to be the Pixel Link. She's the one who Zentreya helped to retain her IP. Absolutely loves her speeches. She remembered me as well, because Frosty was wheeling her around outside the con hall last year. And then she remembered speaking to me, which was really flattering, actually. Like, being remembered by a streamer that you look up to is genuinely like getting pat on the head. The tape could have pulled the material when inflating. That's just it, yeah. And I think you can see how much it is straining there. So it's a lesson lived. It's a lesson learned. In fact, I do need to get the picture of that, don't I? Right, give me a second. My Twitter notifications keep on going off. Yeah, here we go. So I have the Elliot Eater flag, right? And after the banana died, I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to last for 2 conventions. I did not expect it to last for 2 conventions. It was never meant to last for 2 conventions. It was meant to be a new inflatable every year, right? A new inflatable every year, and that's the plan. And I had to use it as a backup. So what happened was, after I'd gotten back to the hotel, and I kind of cut it off of the pole and all that. The next morning, while I was packing all my stuff down, I gave it a military funeral wrapped up in the Elia Eater flag. So, you know, can I get an F in the chat for this banana, guys? Can I get an F in the chat there? Because I was, you know, a little bit sad to see it die. But I got one last funny moment out of it where, you know, I've been able to, thank you, I've been able to give it a good send-off there. She loved the flag, by the way. Even though it's her old model, like, I'm probably going to get a new one made for next Vexpo where it's like the updated model. So, you know, we'll see how we go with that. So, in terms of stuff to show you, I mean, that's pretty much it, really. You know, there was not much else on at the con that I was directly involved in beyond the cult meet on Sunday. So we gathered at the Elia Standee. We sang Combine Harvested by the Wurzels. I'm pretty sure that Sarah from Globy, who was having a meet and greet at the time, could hear us. Lots of people were wondering what the hell is going on. I think there is a 4K video of it as well somewhere. So, well, the thing is, when I told Ellie in the meet and greet that we're planning on doing it, she said there may be a sneaky punk somewhere, like, watching out. So I think probably what she'll have done is she'll have found somewhere where she can just about see us without being conspicuous, and she'll have just watched us prat around like that. What is wrong with VTuber fans? We're idiots. We're not right in the head. But I mean, no, it was I mean, that's pretty much everything I did. The only other thing I did do beyond, like, what I've already said, there was a panel that Relink, which is the girls who used to be in Pixel Link, they put a panel together, and it's kind of like the last panel they were doing as a group, I think, because they're all independents now. So they did a panel on how much you know about European geography and history versus Americans. You know, most cons have a prop size limit. What's stopping us from getting a massive banana into Vexpo besides being insanely inconvenient to carry? Vexpo is actually very understanding, and so is the NEC. The NEC's actual, the NEC's security is also very understanding. So Vexpo's take on it was, and this came directly from one of the guys who's like on the command chain. This kind of came from Frosty when I was like mentioning about like my plan for this. And it was very much a case of, as long as it's not going to be a danger to anyone else at the con, and as long as you're not going to be stupid with it, then it should be cool, you know. But if you are stupid with it, then don't expect any, you know, don't expect them to be, you know, merciful about it. And so, yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, Frosty's a sound dude anyway. I wouldn't want to put him in a dicey position under any circumstance, because I mean, who wants to make con staff's job harder? They already have to deal with the VTubers, right? They already have to deal with all that shit. The NEC were like initially a bit bemused by it, but that's why we make excellent fuel for the soul furnace. I don't want to be put in a soul furnace. Oh no. Oh my god, Kawa Entertainment mentioned about the banana. They've liked my post about the banana. That's amazing. I didn't expect that. The actual tweet itself, it says rest in peel. But yeah, there's a lot of people who've posted Fs for it. That's amazing. Yeah, the Relink panel was really, really fun. I mean, I didn't do as much socially this year, I would say. And when I say I didn't do as much socially, I mean in the sense that, like, beyond, like, the fan meet that I'd arranged, I didn't really do all that much. It was mostly just hanging out with people and having fun. But then that's what the essence of a con is going to be, isn't it? You know, it's just go to con, have fun, you know, enjoy yourself. And, oh, excuse me again. Sorry, I had a Burger King for breakfast. I think it's kicking back on me. So yeah, I mean, it's been a very busy weekend, and kind of an expensive one, but we ball. I mean, the thing that was really bad before it was I had to have my bank card cancelled on Thursday and reissued because, like, someone hacked into my Amazon. So I had to use my joint account for all of my purchases, and that was a whole thing. One thing was quite interesting on my bank statement. I refunded Silksong. I got a refund for it. It was terrible. 1 out of 10 game. I'm so bitterly disappointed with how shit that game is that I got a refund on it the same day that I bought it. And the thing was, it's just not fun. You know, it's just they've just thought, oh, what's more fun than, you know, like Dark Souls and Elden Ring? So let's just take that. Do not mention shit song. Yeah, exactly. It's I got a refund, but it appears on our joint account where it basically comes up as 16 quid goes out the account, and then a bit later on the day goes into the account. If the bank asks, it's just like, yeah, this was just an absolutely fucking terrible game. So I'm so upset by that, because I wanted to enjoy it. I wanted it to be amazing, because like it's been hyped up for so long, and it turned out to just be an absolute crock of wank. So I hope that the developers are hanging their head in shame, because they've absolutely shit the bed on it. Like I'm calling them out on it. You know, they haven't play tested it. It's patently obvious. So they should really be ashamed of what they've done there. Like, actually ashamed. And, you know, I deleted the VOD. I was so disgusted, I deleted the VOD, and I renamed the Friday stream of, Thursday stream of, not Thursday, Wednesday stream finishing up Hollow Knight was called Silksong Tomorrow, and now it's called Silk Bad Never. So, you know, yeah, disappointed with that, but, I did spend quite a bit. Like, I need to go to the bank at some point and redeposit my savings again, but I took 300 in cash. I think I've got like about 100 of that left now, and then most of the savings that I put aside, I think I've got like maybe 200 left of that, but it's not all that much. So yeah, putting as much as I did aside for it was definitely the right choice. Yeah, I mean, if any of you guys are thinking about coming over to Vexpo, it's absolutely baller. It was such a time. You know, I'm probably going to get the post-con blues tomorrow. Has the Amazon situation gotten better? Yes, it has, thank you. So what happened was I spoke to my bank. They said they'll have to raise Amazon said you have to raise a dispute via the bank. Spoke to the bank, and they gave me all the gump saying this might take a few weeks. You know, and it's not guaranteed. So, you know, we'll see how we go. And then about the next working day, I see all of my money come back into my account from Amazon. So what my bank has done is gone to them with the dispute, and Amazon have just been like, all right, we'll pay back. So yeah, Amazon's fine. I've changed all my passwords. The only reason Amazon got hacked was it's the only password I forgot to do. London to Birmingham is pretty close. Yeah, it's one train. The thing with the NEC is like if you're in London, right, you go London to Birmingham New Street and then New Street to Birmingham NEC. And it's like a 10-minute train out of Birmingham. It's honestly, it's really, really, really easy to get to. And the NEC itself is very easy to get around as well, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, I would love to see more people come to it. I mean, this year I'm pretty sure the tickets sold out. Like, it was at capacity, and there were only a few people who got tickets who couldn't actually go. Like, I know Maddie couldn't go for, like, I think she had an illness from the Hollow concert she picked up, and then something else came up almost immediately after, so she had to bail on it, which was sad because it would have been nice to see her again. But at the same time, like, it wouldn't surprise me if we had any confirmation that Covercore were going to be coming over, they'd probably have to rent out another con hall to extend into. It's just, we had Niji Sanji this year. It's a non-nil chance, right? Oh my god, the post about the banana is actually getting like bare traction. Like 75 likes, 3 retweets, 9 replies, 1,700 views. It's like an icon has died. Not bad for something that was just born out of my brain damage, huh? But yeah. No, I mean, it was great fun. I had such a time, and I'm so tired out now. Because last year, everything kind of finished up 9, 10 at the latest. Last year we finished up the opening concert. We were still able to go over to Resort Wood and get food. this year the opening concert didn't finish till 11. The premium concert didn't finish till like half 11. I haven't slept more than about more than like 18 hours in the last 3 days. Like, I'm gonna crash hard. So I'm not going to the gym tomorrow. I'm just gonna turn my alarms off and just die. So yeah, I'm really hoping that we're gonna get, you know, confirmation about Vexpo 2026, because, well, so I'm sorry, I just saw a post from Moog. I'm crying until the weekend. My mum didn't think male VTubers were a thing because I only draw and talk about girls. Mama Moog is a fucking legend. That's not hyperbole. She is actually like a Vexpo legend in her own right. You know, she's the second in command of the cult of Moog after all. So, you know. But yeah, I mean, lots of friends made, lots of friends seen, lots of grass touched, lots of coffees consumed, and I am just half dead now. Like, I came home, immediately went and did the weekly food shop, but then when I actually got home, the first thing I did was just like get my shoes off. My feet still quite hurt because I was on them for so much. Like, my heels are really quite painful, so I'm probably going to get some like lotion on them at some point and get them all you know, pain-free if I can. I mean, I'm going to keep it short tonight if you don't mind, guys. I know I've not been yapping in too detail. It's mostly just been like, hey, here's my merch haul and all that. But we're going to be playing Dawn of War tomorrow, Fatal Frame on Thursday, and Ace Attorney on Friday. I don't have anything planned for Saturday yet because Silk Bad shat the bed and I never want to see it ever again. So I'll work that out. And Wednesday, I'm seeing my mates. I don't know if I'm going to be about for a stream. I might be. We'll see how we go. But yeah, if we can keep it short tonight, that's probably better for me, just because my voice is really starting to hurt a little bit now. A moment of silence for the banana. Yeah, we can do that. Hold on a minute. Let me just do this. Okay, here we go. We'll take in fact, when's the next yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna drop this down. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I'm okay now. I've got it out of my system. Okay, so tomorrow 6 p.m. for Dawn of War. Hopefully my voice will have recovered a bit by then. I think, honestly, I've just been dehydrated and strained because I didn't eat or drink very much while I was at con, so I'm going to go over the road and get some food in a minute and, you know, actually get myself nommed. Somehow you weren't twittering me. Ah. Well, okay, now you are. Hey, there you are. I see Eric's here. Wait, somehow I wasn't twittering you either. Oh, there we go, I am now. There we go. So, excuse me. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go rest up and get some food. So, thanks for listening to me yap about the convention. If you're thinking about coming to Vexpo, do, without hesitation. Just immediately come to Vexpo. Just put all your plans aside and just come to Vexpo straight away without hesitation, alright? I will be back tomorrow evening. Get me soon, don't force myself. I will do my best, alright? I'm going to have a honey and lemsip with a lozenge in a minute, and that normally sorts it, but I think hydration and rest... And, excuse me... Hydration, rest, and banana. Oh, it always comes back to banana, doesn't it? Excuse me, right. I will see you soon, guys. Take lots of care, and if I don't see you tomorrow, have a good one, alright? Until then.